So the week after Christmas, I come out to my garage to get something out of the storage cabinets, pantry, and I see a puddle on the floor. So I get out my drywall knife and I start cutting out drywall, and this is what I find. No, it's not from that lag bolt. That's one of the lag bolts that go to the iron ridge. Right there. The one in the middle is my problem. That's a hole. Now, I'm not so sure how I got there because I didn't put it there. I knew where the joists were when I did this thing. So, yeah. As it was up there raining on me, I used I did use an entire tube of that Henry's wet patch, which, stopped it from a very, very serious drip to like a drip every minute or so. So I basically put some paper towels up there and just let it, just come on down, and that was that. But that 2 of 10 was saturated. I mean, this one right here was soaked. I've had it open since, just kind of let it dry out. Next step is to, I'm waiting on the roofer to come out to take a look. I suggested to him that it could be sheet separation. We've had that once before on another part of the house on the flat roof, luckily above the garage as well. So he said, yeah, it's possible, since this roof was done with, hot tar mop, and he said sometimes that works great and sometimes it doesn't. You can't have separation, etc., etc. So he's going to be out here the next few days to verify it. Now, how do we fix it? Well, I'm not having them re-roof the whole house. I mean, the roof is, even though there's a flat roof, it's still got quite a bit of life left in it, probably another 10 to 12 years. And I'm not doing that. So I think what I'm going to have them do, and this is the part that's going to suck for me, is basically roof or torch down another layer from the front of the house on the flat roof and go back about 15 feet. Now the width of the roof, I think, is 27 or 28 foot wide, something like that. Now that's not that big a deal. The problem is the Kyocera panels are in the way. That's the problem. So what am I gonna do? Well, I don't have much of a choice. They got to come down. They got to come down so he can do his work. Now that also means that the panels have to come off, obviously. The racking's got to come off, and the legs have got to come off. All that's got to come off. So that's that. So here's my take on this, guys. If I take the racking off, I'm not putting it back up. I'm just going to go ahead and build a couple more Unistrut tilt arrays like I've built already, and I'm going to call it a day. So that brings up another question. Remember, there's 4 235 watt panels up there. Do I put them back, or is it upgrade time? Like, I haven't upgraded enough. So anyway, this is the spec sheet for the 2 SolarWorld 340 watt modules I have up there right now, which are excellent, and they're making 450 watts, and it's a little on the cloudy side, today. Do I upgrade, or do I just put them back on? Or do I build a rack that can handle 4 of these and put the Kyoceras back on until a later date? So that's the question. I think what I'll do is, regardless, is I will build it to take those panels, and if I put them back on, great. If not, then not great. So anyway, so I think my idea is going to be this. I already made one phone call, and I already found out the price. It went down $50 since I bought them. So they were $345, $350 when I bought them. Now they're $300. So, oh well. That's cheap, and they're great panels. I got no complaints. They are heavy though. So what I got to do now is I got to see how much the roofer's going to charge me to do this. Number one. Number two, I got to call up my guy who does my strut and see how much he's going to charge me. I do have some leftover material. I have the material to do the tilt part of it for one of them. So I need to go ahead and get another 10 foot. So I'm not sure how much that would cost. Probably a couple, $300-400. Guessing. I have no idea. Like I said, I haven't looked at this. I don't know how much the roofer's going to charge me. So we'll have to wait and see. But like I said, I'm not going to take it down just to put it back up again, because that thing is a pain in the bacon to put back up. You know, I've taken it off once because I wanted to move it back a notch, and it just took me all day. I mean, it's just, you know, one man getting stuff. If I had a helper, it would have been great, but it just didn't work out that way. I mean, it's a great system, don't get me wrong, but it's just, you know, I'm looking for something a little different. So I think I'll go ahead and just go with my Unistrut, and we'll just take it from there. But that's that, guys. I wanted to show you that. I can't. Murphy's alive and well over here. And hey, beekeeper, if you're watching this, I got a question for you. I got a construction question for you. This house was built in 72 or 3. And as you can see, we got a 2x10, which is the one on the left. Piece of, looks like 3/8 plywood or 1/2 inch plywood with a 2x8 cistern on. And I know it's 2x8 because that's, you know, it's right there. And looking at these two here, they look to be about the same age. So let me ask you a question. Why would they do that? I have no idea. Flat roof, you know, 16 on center. I know what this is. Brace. Learned it from your channel, man. So anyway, I'm just curious. Let me know. Other than that, guys, leaks suck. I hate them. So I'll let you know what the roofer says. Have a good one.